Hello guys, welcome back. It's Illogical as always, and thus far, every build we have ran has been scuffed. But, this is a big but, might I add. I have been overlooking a few things, so I have. I need to get out of the mindset of Chimera, so I do. Because I do believe I might have cracked the code. So I do. I believe I might have cracked the code on what is needed to make Graystone good. Now, as says, this only affects a few of his builds, aka his fighter builds. So it does. This only affects his fighter builds. But from where I am sitting, there is a high potential that this might be what we have been needing since the very damn start. And I have been overlooking it something serious. So, I do believe we have something a little bit different to work with today. I do believe that. So, I'm hoping things go a little bit better to plan than it did the last time. Fingers fucking crossed. So, guys, I will leave it up to post-commentary and editing me to fill you in on what the deal is. And let's get to it. So, as LiveMe aptly put it, I think I've figured it out. It's not so much I think now, I know I've figured it out because there's more to come after this here. But we're going to be running the fighter crit build, so we are. And the build consists of Saphir's Mantle, so it does as our Crest, because I still figure that this is possibly the best option. More to come. So you'll notice that we do something a little bit differently. We don't start with Overlord because of good reason, right? So we go Earthshaker, then into Overlord, then Basilisk, then Plasma Blade, Dust Devil, and Demolisher. Now, to explain why we do this here is because Graystone scales off of attack speed primarily. His ultimate, however, scales from his health. Hence the reason I sort of still thought with the Overlord Saphir Mantle combo. But the one thing that Graystone lacks, however, is sustainability in a fight. He is naturally quite beefy, so he is. So with his natural beefcakiness, running Overlord is actually quite a good thing, but it's not the best. Saphir's Mantle is always in there, so we can get the infinite health scaling. Earthshaker basically gives us ability damage as we hit, and it's twice as fast because he's a melee hero. But it also gives you ability haste, attack speed, and health, which is, funnily enough, the three exact things. So it gives you power, attack speed, health, and ability haste. The three exact things that Graystone needs. So it does. And then obviously it increases his ability damage. So it does up to 15%. Now obviously I don't have to tell you that on his Make Way or his Sacred Oath is exceptionally potent. So it is. Overlord's there for obvious reasons. Then we've got Basilisk, and I always have a tendency of overlooking Basilisk, but there's a unique little, it's in the wording of Basilisk that sort of made me think, right, okay. Now obviously Basilisk gives us our power, our health, and more ability haste, which Graystone loves. Obviously we don't have the attack speed, but what it does is it has its effect Corrode, and it says, instead of saying on hitting an enemy or on basic attack, it says on damaging a hero. So that means that Make Way will instantly stack Basilisk so you can beat them down. So this is one thing that this is actually shocking to me that I overlooked this for so long, because with its immediate armor shred, it then once they become eroded after 6 hits, which is going to be very quickly with Make Way, you get its second passive that deals 3.5% of the target's missing health as damage on hit. So the more you damage them, the higher your damage actually scales. And this is why the Earthshaker Basilisk combination is actually so powerful on Graystone, so it is. So that is now his quote-unquote star items. They're his must-have items, so they are. Now, obviously, we're going to be running a bit of crit today. Basically, it's going to be Plasma Blade, which gives us crit chance on hit, and then we've got Dust Devil, which gives us attack speed on hit, and then we've got Demolisher, which just helps us deal with armored enemies. Now, obviously, Demolisher paired with Basilisk is exceptionally powerful. Now, other than that there, in terms of other items you can run nuclear rounds, you can run tainted rounds, mutilator. Like as says, nuclear rounds if you want more ability damage, tainted rounds if you want to deal with healers as well as deal more basic attack damage. You've got mutilator if you want to really tear them apart, so you do, because it's basically on basic attacking an enemy hero. You've got terminus if you want to have your crit chance again, as well as some lifesteal. You've got Greaves for your defense. You've got citadel for your defense as well as a physical shred. You've got your Bonesaw for extra attack speed. And you've got Vanquisher, as says, these are just a choice amount of items that Graystone could make full use of in this build. As says, there's always a level of flexibility towards your last 3 items, whereas Chimera primarily scaled off of his first 2 items. In my opinion, Graystone primarily scales off of his first 3, and I'll explain that later on, so I will. Well, technically it's still his first 2, but that gets explained later on, not in this video, just in a upcoming video, because there are things that need to be looked at. It's a little bit of a code breaker, so to speak. As says, if I was to be 100% honest, I have fully 100% cracked the code on Graystone, and I now know what his core items are, so I do. And this is just the start. This was me trying to crack the code. There's this one, then the next one that is the full code crack, I believe, and then we're going to run with what I call is, instead of going fighter crit like this one is, I'm going to call it the core build, because his core build is actually so strong that I need not say any more. The remaining 3 items of his core build are completely and utterly flexible, so they are run whatever you want, because no matter what you run, it is going to be effective. That is how this is how scary Graystone can get, and this is how scary Graystone will be. If anybody watches my videos, this is going to be terrifying. I'm not going to lie. So be warned, if you see my build running about, you can blame me, because no harm. It's nasty, it is nasty, but again, bear with me, because I've still got a lot more build crafting to do for him. Regardless of that there, guys, I hope you all enjoy. Please like, share and subscribe as always, and back to your regularly scheduled viewing. Bye! Sorry, before I go, what I want to say is, if you have your own builds that you want me to showcase, drop them in the comments. It's just quick. By this stage, everybody knows that I take on commenters' builds as well, and I run with them. If they work, I'll run with them, build craft them, core them, whatever the hell needs to be done. Anyway, that's the last thing I need to say. I'll let you get back to your video. Bye! Okay, so let's give this a good old-fashioned try. Now, we've struggled getting him built so far, but let's see if we can do something about this, right? So, as says, post-commentary and editing me is probably already explained it at this stage, where I think the problem has been, and it has simply because I have overlooked 2 items that are exceptionally clutch on Graystone. That being Earthshaker and Basilisk. 2 very potent items. So basically, one, I may as well explain it again, but basically this here gives you more ability damage, plus gives you everything that you want for Graystone, and then Basilisk gives you everything you want again, plus a shred that procs on your first ability, aka your make way ability. So, you get the sort of situation that we're looking at here. And basically, my entire trouble, so like I said, if this methodology is correct, this should work, right? Which then means we have found our 2 key items for Graystone. So we've found our 2 key items for Graystone. I am hoping that this is the case, because if it is, then we can start to really start building forward, so we can. Hypothetically, that's the point, but hopefully we'll be able to start building forward, and if we are able to start building forward, then we can, because as it says, the issue that we've had so far is we've kind of hit a brick wall with what we can and can't do, and that has caused us issues. We've hit, like, it says, you've seen us do this, as said, and I know I'm bulk recording, but you've seen us try to do this so many times, but Graystone just never had the bite that he needed. So now I'm hoping with the effect of these two, we have now developed a solid ground plate, like a solid base plate, a solid base premises for our build. Because in saying that there, as it says, with everything else that we have done, as it says, I have done a lot. So I have, like, as it says, we've done a lot of builds, and nothing really worked, nothing really sort of bit. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping now we'll have something that actually has some bite to it. So we are. This is where my hope is. I'm hoping this is where we get some bite. Oh, Grooks is over there. Yeah, no, I'm out. Fuck that shit. So now I'm hoping that we've got to a point where there's some bite. So there is. And that is at least my hypothetical best position that I can think of. So it is. From a hypothetical point of view, I got some damage at least. From a hypothetical point of view, I'm hoping this is where this lands us. If it works, happy days. If it doesn't, then we need to try and figure out something else. Because so far, from my opinion, Graystone is struggling. Now, again, it could just be my jungle style. It could also just be down to the factor that Graystone can't do as much. Graystone doesn't have the same sustainability in jungle, which obviously instantaneously causes issues. So it does. And that's where we start to creep up on the problems. So it is. So let's hope. And in theory, this all should go to plan. Basically, it is just prey. I've also just noticed that we have a highly offensive team. So we do. We have a highly offensive team. Theirs is a bit more balanced. So it is. So yeah. It's a case of we sit and we pray. So it is. Now, what is everybody's situation at the minute? Oh, Grooks went in. Grooks is being greedy. So he is. Didn't expect Grooks to have that level of offense. I'm not going. Dude, have you seen our health positions here? Now, he stole Quang's stuff, like, but Morgus is, yeah, and then Gideon's gonna come across as well. Fuck no! I'm stupid, not suicidal. So I am. But no. So I'm hoping this might work out a little bit better than the last couple of rounds that we've had, because I think the fighter carry build just sort of like it sort of made a point where it's definitely not where you want to be, Ela. So it ain't. And the thing is Earthshaker gives you everything that you really want for a Graystone build. So it is. We are really sort of on the. Let's hope. We're on the hopium today, boys. So we are. We are on the hopium. Because so far it has. I'm not going to deny it has been a struggle so far. So it has. Guys, Morgesh literally said, "Careful right lane." Did not one single person listen? Right, how did we... right. Okay. That bizarrely balanced out in our favour. How? I don't know. That was a weird interaction there now. Right, with Earthshaker, now we get 15% more ability damage stacking, obviously, which is very nice. So it is. So this gives us 15% damage on all of our abilities. Basically, your plan is here is you want to stack it up entirely and then hit your Sacred Oath. And then you get a nice big damage increase. For 3 attacks. Plus, gives you your early game attack speed, as well as your early game ability damage. So it all kind of really works well together. Plus he's able to instantly stack it as well, which is kind of nasty whenever you think about it. Like the fact that you're able to instantaneously stack it means that you're in good hands. Now, question is, there's Grooks. See, Skylar has a lot of like get out of jail free cards. Okay, game, thank you. Yeah, so basically it gets instantly stacked the second that you hit make way. Wow, that is some okay, yeah, that is some intense clear speed. So it is. That is some. If Grooks wasn't there, I would have been sweet. Regardless, though. The Grooks' timing was pretty damn good on that one. I'm not going to deny that. Yeah, they're not shoving as hard as they need to be. So they're not. And I've burnt me ult because of that Grooks too. So that's kind of unfortunate. But the plan is here. Next up, we're going to grab Overlord, which is going to give us a good stack of health, and then that's going to help us infinitely scale into the late game. Hypothetically. Because I've noticed that it works so much better on Chimera. I was saying that like my problem is I was still stuck on Chimera Brain. So I was. And because of that because I was still stuck on Chimera Brain, I was never able to actually fully evolve it. And there's why I've been stuck. So it is. Being stuck on Chimera Brain has basically hindered my ability to be Graystone. So it has. Yeah, no, I'm not. Dude, I am too low health. That is not a plan that is not an engagement I can even help with. Right, now we can go into Overlord. We want that infinite stacking shenanigans. So we do. As it says though, Grooks now has Prime Orb, so that's an nuisance that has to be dealt with. Oh, Morgesh is rotating like a lunatic. Oh, wow. That's going to cause some aggro, so it is. I'm okay with that because I managed to I managed to catch both of them in my Seraph's Mantle, so I will gladly accept that. Now I do know for a fact that Grooks can solo. Now that's interesting. Slice on. Oh, well, no, I'm fucked. Okay, fair dibs. But, that felt nicer than anticipated. Like, like on an overall note, that felt far nicer than anticipated. I like the way that I like the way Earthshaker feels now. Now that is definitely something I can definitely contend with. Oh, Skylar, you absolute G. I like the way Earthshaker feels. So I do. Earthshaker definitely feels better than expected now, I'll say that much. Huh. Earthshaker definitely feels better than anticipated now. That much I can definitely say. Oh yeah, they've got wards down. Seriously, Argos? Right, anyway. Happy enough I got a proc. I'm not gonna lie, I'm liking the way that Earthshaker's feeling here, la. I'm not gonna lie, I'm liking the way Earthshaker's feeling. Thieving bitch! Oh, Skylar got taken out as well. Let me see, Grooks, will you run Sky Splitter? Interesting choice. See, I know Grooks scales well with crit. Or just attack speed in general, he just scales really well. Definitely one of the. It has me intrigued. Is my blue gone? It is. Alright, well, they're not on Prime. And Skylar's already taken Tar. Yeah, just a bit. And I've got exactly enough for the shred. Happy days. So let me see. What is it exactly? On damaging a hero. So literally just on damaging a hero, you can shred their armor. What more needs to be said at that stage, though? On damage alone, lah. Which basically just helps Graystone perpetually scale? Is that the correct way to say that? Oh yeah, they've got wards down everywhere. That's 100. Oh, Murdoch's nearly dead. Oh! Okay, fair dibs, la. Fair dibs. You done well. There's Gruxy. Basilisk hurts. Yeah, I'm well impressed on that actually. I'm seeing where I have went wrong. So I'm seeing that quite clearly. I'm seeing where I have really and truly went wrong here, la. I'm seeing I can see where the fuck ups are starting to come up. I have been slacking. Whereas Basilisk really didn't benefit Chimera, in my opinion. Whereas Basilisk really didn't benefit Chimera, it heavily benefits Graystone. And I mean heavily benefits Graystone. So it does. Like, just let me make that exceptionally fucking clear here. Very, very much so benefits Graystone. God damn it, guys. What are you doing? What are you doing, guys? Was this all over a fucking Fangtooth, la? I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to fucking move quick enough here. Bonesaw. Interesting. Ah, fuck, they all got away. Yeah. Yeah. No, I have to give it to Earthshaker and Basilisk on this one. That works well past the point that I expected it to. Being able to instantly stack Basilisk and Earthshaker allows Graystone to do some really ridiculous shit, la. Yep. It's called the learning curve, guys. It's called the learning curve, and that is exactly what we have hit. Okay, now I'm seeing where everything else I have been doing has been completely and utterly wrong. I now know where I have been fucking up on a completely different category. Yeah, no, I can now see where I have been fucking about. The ability to instantly stack that shit just makes life just way, way, way better now. Okay, alright, okay, I'll concede to my fuck-ups. Okay? On top of that, though, how much? 2 physical power? Okay, it's a lot more than I expected, actually. Bang, you missed. Your greed got the better of you. Your greed well got the better of you. Twin Blast, nice. Oh, Murdoch with a cross map though. Okay, we're learning. Yeah, that's not good. That is very not good. Again, I want to see what Graystone or that Grooks is running. That's full prime now, so that's out of the question. Quang, let me see you real quick. Oh yeah, you're going ampage. I'll not be going any magical defense, so I'll not. I'm trying to see how much I can actually push out. There's Grixie boy. He's now got Basilisk online now as well. You're welcome, Morgish. Right. Graystone's on. Oh! Graystone got greedy and wasn't anticipating it. Oh, there's Zinx. I'm fucked. Oh wow! But no, now we've hit our learning curve, so I can at least justify it now. So I can at least justify it to a point now. I still need like another 50 gold here. I'll have 50 gold by the time I get back. So well. And now I've got more attack speed and a bit of crit too, so that there gives us a little bit of extra shenanigans. With the help of Seraph's Mantle, we'll be able to infinitely scale thanks to our Overlord. Yeah, no, I'm happy with how this is right now. Oh, Twin Blast putting in Twin Blast putting in. Oh wow, okay, Twin Blast is running some nasty shit. Like that clear speed is just unnecessary in a lot of ways, like. Instant fucking deletion there. You missed twice. Right. Anyway, I would like an engagement to pop my Seraph's Mantle in, but Morgesh putting in work as normal. Quang getting fucking bullied here. You're welcome. I love being able to pull off little stunts like that. Yeah. Earthshaker's definitely your go-to here, so it is. A combination of the Earthshaker Basilisk combination is just. It's now. Gideon's just come back, like, so I would get the fuck out of there, like. The Earthshaker and Basilisk combination is definitely going to go. Is definitely the go-to now. So it is. That much I'll at least. That much I will admit outright. That combination is definitely where Graystone really scales at. So it is. That's without a doubt that is his scaling point. So it is the use of Earthshaker and Basilisk. Everything else is more or less the remaining 3 items is basically free reign at that stage, like. Because all I can say I'm doing is I'm just scaling in power like nothing ordinary. Like, I don't know what it is. I say is it because of the Earthshaker and Basilisk? Potentially. But the way that this has now scaled up has now drastic ramifications. Like, even with the rest of them building what they're building into, I'm not particularly scared of them. The only thing that's annoying is Murdoch's knockback. Because that stops me from being able to glue to him. Hence the reason Dust Devil came into my mind. Having access to Dust Devil makes it far more dangerous. So it does. And holy fuck, I'm level 18. When the fuck did that become a thing? Nicely done, Morgesh. Fucking slide by. Wow, that was a boost. 244. Not to lie, but that's a bit of a nutty boost whenever you think about it, though. And I've done a lot of screwing about in this game, like, so. I think my last item was Demolisher, wasn't it? Demo? Yeah, Demo. Just stick to the crit chance. Alright, Twin, what's going on here? Morgesh cleaning up as per normal. The thing is, though, is we've got them on staggered respawns. So I have... We've got them on staggered respawns. Oh, yeah. That was a risky one, to be honest, because I didn't have actually... Like, I was holding my breath the entire time there, trying to ensure that I wasn't about to get fucking nuked. Like, if any one of them had any inkling that I was on Fangtooth, I was a dead man, lah. So I was, if any of them had an inkling I was on Fangtooth, I was a dead man. Alright, let's see if we can go. I can't even upgrade. I need a shit ton more gold. Well, there's Quang back. Murdoch Gideon combination. Come to daddy. Oh, there's Grooks as well. Good. I love how the second my engagement goes in, it's like, right, everybody's up scuffed lane now. You're welcome. You thieving bitch! Don't say nothing more to it. Thieving hellion. Stealing me kills. Anyway, I don't care enough. I have now cracked the code on fucking Graystone, and that makes me far happier, okay? I have cracked the code on the Graystone. It was about time I finally fucking cracked the code. Oh yeah, because the inhibitors were taken down once before, they're not active anymore. What time? It must happen after half an hour. It must happen after half an hour, so it must. But no, all in all, we have finally cracked the code on Graystone. Fucking finally. It's Basilisk and fucking Earthshaker are our code crackers. I'm happy I finally figured out how to crack the code, because it took me so long to figure that one out. Like, I've been doing this long enough now that it's annoying the fact that I had to get this far just to figure out that that's what we needed to crack the code. You know what I mean? It annoys me that it had to take me this long just to crack the code. Well, yeah. That's why I'm here. Anyway. Nice. Minions are going in anyway, so he's fucked regardless. Do you think I care? Minions are going in from all sides anyway. So it is. Give me that. And this time, let's see if we can add a bit of insult to injury here. Yeah, it's good. We've got Prime Orb, and yeah, 2 of them are down. GG. I think Skylar's going for the win. Skylar's going for the win now, so she is. Yeah. See, I've kind of just I've given the guys that are up there just a fucking amp. Yeah, game over. That was the entire point, was just to give them an amp to finish the game. So yes, we have finally cracked the motherfucking code on Graystone. That makes me so happy now. Right, okay, so the mandatory 2 items for Graystone, no matter what, is always going to be Earthshaker and Basilisk. No, how did you just not max that out? Or have you just been, what? Okay. Anyway, no. We finally cracked the code on the fucking Graystone. Now we just need to try and figure out a way to make use of it. We now have cracked the code. This is the most important thing that I have to actually sort of get the point across. We have finally cracked the code on the Graystone. Finally. Now we can figure out what to do with it. We now have the code cracked. So that was fire. So we've done fighter carry again, scuffed because we didn't pick up the two mandatory items. The health amp's already scuffed. The assassin was scuffed. The carry was scuffed. So fighter, we went fighter crit. So we did, and there's whenever we cracked the code. So it was. So the next one should be okay. So now, knowing what I know now, this is good. This I can live with. This I can live with. Okay, so we've cracked the code. Next up's going to be Fighter Assassin. And I've cracked the code. So the mandatory. Go through all my pages again. Fighter Carry, Fighter Crit. The 2 key items for Graystone is going to be fucking Earthshaker and motherfucking Basilisk. That is because he can just instant stack them on someone. And that is what allows him to put out the damage. This is what it's all about, is cracking the motherfucking code. And we have fucking cracked it. So happy now, so I am. I finally have found a rhythm that I can fucking work with. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe if you didn't enjoy. And remember guys, not everything goes to plan. Bye!